A very beautiful morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us in another edition of Spring Trends right here on Western Spring Television. Here we talk about everything that is trending on social media in the country and beyond. What people are saying, why they are saying what they're saying, their reactions to the situation, who is trending and what is trending. My name is Evelyn Ohiolei. Thank you so much for joining us. And of course, Femi, my analyst, is here. Welcome. How are you doing today?
I'm doing very well. Good morning. Thank you.
All right. We're pressed for time, so we'll just get right into it. My very first story for today is on insecurity, as we have learned that bandits who abducted 16 residents of Goningora area of Kaduna metropolis have demanded a ransom of 40 trillion naira. I'm not talking about 40 million. I'm not talking about 40 billion. I'm talking about 40 trillion naira for their release. This money is higher than the budget of Nigeria for the year 2024.
Right.
And on Wednesday, we know that Wednesday, February 28, bandits attacked the Goningora community, a suburb of Kaduna metropolis in the Chukun local government area, and kidnapped 16 residents. Speaking with the cable on Monday, John Yusuf, a community leader, said the bandits contacted family members of the victims and also demanded 11 Hilux vans and 150 motorcycles. Reactions on social media by Nigerians. A real bomb says audacity. It's time to call in mercenaries. Good Luck refused that option years back and I was in support. But seriously, it is time to try alternatives since it looks like our armed forces are not winning the war. Perhaps the foreign guys would have some tricks up their sleeves. And communicator says, how much is Nigerian budget? 26 trillion, right? Okay, it's 28 trillion, by the way. And Oga Mayor, PCFR on X says, kidnapping is the most lucrative business in Nigeria, and yes, the government is handling them with kid gloves. Most of them move into new terrains with cattle, and yet open grazing is legal in Nigeria. The North is playing the 2015 script again. Femi, your thoughts on this? 40 trillion naira ransom for 16 people.
I think it's crazy. Actually, it's crazy. Is I don't want to use bad words on set. It's unheard of. Really, behind the camera, I was arguing. 40 trillion. Do you know what's a 40 trillion for these? The word that came to my mind was the phrase is "no be una fault." Now, because we have not done the needful consistently. Consistently, like when you are bombarding them, you are doing it on different fronts consistently till they are rooted off, and the ones that are caught are prosecuted. These are the issues. And if not, you will stay. You abducted 16 people. These are people's daughters, people's wives, people's children, people's relatives, and you're asking for 40 trillion. I believe whoever made that demand, there's the issue of drug abuse among them, by the way, because you can't do that. You can't ask for that with clear face,
the
with clear head.
Is high
or maybe very cheap something. It's very high. It's a stupid thing to ask for. 40 trillion naira. Even 2024 budget is around 28 trillion naira. And that means you have to mop up every cash available in Nigeria and you can't raise that kind of money. The CBN have 40 trillion naira. But even it's 40,000 naira, I think we should do the needful and get these criminals out of our lands for the good. We can't get to a 0 point because even in US, they have their issues, in UK, in Japan, and the rest of it. But for the audacity to open one's mouth and ask for 40 trillion naira, have you kidnapped the whole country, the 36 state and the FCT, including the governors and the president? It's a bad thing. But my own is whatever needs to be done should be done. These individuals should be released and she should be reunited with their family. And the security agencies should do the needful within the laws of our land. If you need to prosecute, prosecute. If you need to do the kinetic and non-kinetic, just get these criminals off our land. That's
yes, I mean
40 trillion.
You spoke about the audacity, and also one of the
crazy,
reactions here talked about the audacity. These people are brazen with so much confidence because they believe the government has not been doing anything, and they feel these people are in our hands and we determine their fate. Because 40 trillion is a whole, it gives, like you said, they are kind of eye on something. But definitely, we hope that the government will do the right thing. This time, we are really hoping that they will do the right thing. They ask the people not to pay ransom, but of course, ensure that you get them back home safe to their families. Our very next story right here is talking about power. Power. And you can see the picture of the Minister of Power there, Bayo Adelabu, saying that the federal government is planning 6,000 megawatts to improve power supply. Right now, at this time, we are on 4,000 megawatts, and the minister is saying we are going to have an additional 2,000 megawatts. At Joseph O. Amadiwan says, Bayo Adelabu, do not tell Nigerians about futuristic plans. We need practical, tangible, and visible results. Give us constant power. It's a disgrace that at this level we cannot boast of constant electricity in Nigeria. What will we say of you after your time as Minister of Power? And DG_O on X says, is 6,000 megawatts our benchmark as a country? It looks like we didn't achieve it in 8 years of the previous administration. I would think the new minister will raise the bar to maybe 10,000 megawatts and not dwell on the past goal of 6,000 megawatts. It is such. And at Venturous Alec says, it's always FG plans on a daily basis, no actualizations, always a plan. Aren't you all tired? And I throw the question to Femi right here in the studio. Are you not tired of FG set to, we plan to, we hope to, we are working on? When are we going to really see the substance of these plans and promises that our leaders are always feeding us with?
My tired is tired.
All right.
Because currently, even in my house, for like 3 days, you know, there are even maybe community issues with the power. But the thing is, I don't have it for the past 3 days. You know, so my tired is tired on that thing. I think maybe President Tinubu is taking his time. My own opinion here, I think Minister Adelabu should be taken off that ministry to somewhere else, maybe where he has his strength. You know, he's a finance person, maybe just somewhere. Because the power situation in Nigeria, somebody that will man that place should be a radical. There are many power that be that will always fight against we having a stable and a profitable, you know, power sector in Nigeria because of their selfish gains. There are saboteurs, there are vandals, there are people that their business will be affected if actually you have good power supply. And these are the issues. So it's not just about somebody heading a ministry because he has leadership traits. No, it takes a radical who knows about it. The quote and unquote, I mean, the mighty Fashola said it, you know, before APC came into power. Say a serious government in 4 years, in 2 years, we fix the issue of power.
Well, it took him 8 years. I mean,
at the end of the day, power belongs to God, and power belongs to God, and power will always belong to God. He couldn't do it. At a point, past power ministry was taken off. Focus on your works. So it takes a radical, a very radical person who knows about the nitty-gritty, who will roll his sleeves up, who will not be wearing Baba get up and down, and Baba, what do you call it, Baba Riga. I'm not saying the dressing is the issue, but it takes somebody that knows it, that's into that system, and is ready to take the pains and will not look at anybody's face to make a progress. In the next 4 years, Nigeria can have a stable supply. No. Ask people that know. It takes constant investment over the years. It's not just you bring out 1 million, 1 trillion, and then next 1 year you have a stable electricity. It doesn't work.
So do you think Adelabu is not a, you know, square peg in a square hole?
I don't think so.
You know, like
because all we've been, I was walking home yesterday, you know, taking a stroll around my house, and this issue came up, and I was thinking, all we have been hearing about Adelabu is figures, data, what hasn't been, what needs to be, and that's all. vibes.
All right, and I heard he actually has a new nickname in Abuja because Abuja residents
don't say that.
are actually having a tough time at this moment.
Yeah.
It's been blackout for days in the Federal Capital Territory. They call him the Minister of Darkness, and it is time for him to actually change the narrative and let the people know that I know what I'm doing and I'm here to work. Because if you are not going to do the work, let's say if you cannot take the heat, then get out of the kitchen.
Maybe somebody
if you cannot do the work,
maybe somebody will have to make him
it.
leave the kitchen to maybe the sitting room or somewhere else
Okay.
where he has his strength. I believe he has his strength somewhere, but not his power.
Okay, let's move on to our next story for today. It's Daddy G.O., like they popularly call him on social media, Yul Edochie, and is, I don't know whether to call her the wife or side chick or mother of his children. I think that would be better. Mother of his children.
That's Mommy G,
okay,
there.
That's not, that's actually May. That's
Okay.
May. The picture we have here is May, but this issue is on Yul Edochie and Judith Austin. Of course, May is also in the mix because it's all about the whole saga that happened last year. And Yul Edochie has actually revealed that he is not married to Judith Austin. The duo have just skits together. According to him, their relationship is about skit making and therefore not legally binding. And we know what happened when, you know, their his marriage with May hit the rocks, and May kind of took it legally to sue him for adultery and all the other things that were in that particular suit. But Yul is saying, I'm not married to Judy. We are just skit makers. Abiola Black Diva says, what species of relationship is skit making? By who they advise these ones? And Kelechi says he was making a name for himself, leveraging on his father's legacy, but he is taking a downward dive, clowning and ruining his family's name, all for clout and money. What a joke he has become. And Toxie Berry says, Yul rather really wants to be trending, but it's bad that it's for a negative reason. Femi, your take very quickly. We're almost out of time. I mean, I saw the whole you know, document on social media where it's saying that there is a particular blogger that is using their skits to, you know, for negative reasons, you know, saying they are married, they're not married, they're just, you know, skit makers and all of that. But they have 2 kids, by the way.
Is he saying that even in his family or the family setting is a content making, you know, arrangement? Because you can't even know what exactly is yours issue, that's the way. And you know, that's why I have to ask that question. Even your family setting, is it for content making only? Because he's an actor, he's you know, skit maker, he's you know, whatever.
Pastor now.
He is a general overseer of a particular online ministry.
Yeah.
And in the middle of all that, I think he's just catching cruise. I think that's it. Not, if you ask me, Femi, I will never take any your say seriously. Don't take it to heart. Possibly
That's detriment of his family. I mean,
obviously, he's the one putting it there. This one is not even Insta blog or Femi blog matter or his blog issue. He's the one that's constantly putting it there. Maybe it's for content creation to make money. Is fine, because on this part, he's advertising for a beer brand. On another brand, he's making a dance video with Judith, and then he's having issues. He suffered a tragedy, you know, like a year ago, about that should never happen to anyone. And now he's a general overseer, and then he's talking about content creation. He's having a good day, you know, quote unquote good day. So whatever it means to him, let him make his money. But then beyond the social media, I hope he gets it right. I hope.
All right, so last story for today, there is a video, and I'll just let us watch this video and come back to take reaction. We can see that lady there smoking, whatever it is she's smoking, and, you know, puffing the smoke to a child's face. That's an infant. I'm sure that child will not be up to 6 months, you know, but the Lagos state government is on the hunt for her for smoking near infant, and that video has gone viral. The Lagos State Domestic and Sexual Violence Agency has commenced an investigation into a video where a lady was seen smoking near an infant. Reactions on social media. Kenny says this is not smoking near. The lady in that video is feeding the baby with thick smoke from a hookah pot. The baby's lungs will have stain of carbon monoxide. The baby could develop asthma or worse respiratory conditions from this. You can notice the choke and struggle for breath. This is evil. And Treasure Joy says, this video hurts my eyes as well as my heart. And Firms Lark says, irresponsible children have now become mothers and fathers. May God deliver us from this circle we have entered into. Femi, that video is actually very, very disturbing. Very disturbing.
You know, when I saw it, was it 2 days ago, one thing came to my mind, that if that video happened in Lagos, or if that lady is a resident in Lagos, then that means she's done for, because they will come for you. If I have the power to do that, I would take the baby away from her. Maybe she should get help or something. And you know, you can easily narrow it down. These are the girlfriends or partners of, I might be wrong, working boys. You know, people they call working boys. These are the kind of things they have, because you smoke it and then you keep your baby. Right, you know when you said around the baby? No, she was puffing the smoke into the baby's face. Yeah. No, she's sick.
And she actually took a video, and whoever recorded posted it. I mean, if it wasn't posted, nobody would take have it. But then we hope that they can get a hold of her and also take the baby away from her, because the baby is not in good and safe hands. I tell you.
She herself needs to be examined, because it seems she's not fine.
All right.
By the way.
That will be all for today. Thank you so much for your time always. We appreciate it. Another edition is going to be tomorrow, definitely tomorrow by 8:30. Join us on Spring Trends. My name is Evelyn and Ohiolei, and special thanks to Femi for coming on board today.
My pleasure, always.
Have for yourself a good and productive day, and remember to be good. Bye.